Hey, what's going on, comic fans? It's Mr. Q Comics back with some more show and tell. Today, again, I have a really overdue comic book haul to show off here. It's a mixed bag of stuff I picked up from local antique stores, stuff I picked up from an antique mall while I was on a business trip, and some stuff on eBay and a local dealer show. So before we jump into the books, guys, if you're a fan of haul videos, do me a favor, go down below, hit the like button, hit subscribe, and leave me some comments. Let me know what you think about these books. So, all right, like I said, these are, super old, months old. So we're just kind of going to jump into it. I got a small stack to show off. First thing I had gone on a business trip. I think I was going to New York or something like that. And I was driving through Lowell, Massachusetts, and there is an antique shop there. I can't remember where it is. That's only open like a few days out of the week, and I just finally had the opportunity, the extra time to stop in and check this place out. So I picked up a ton of books there. I can't remember how many, probably 80, something like that. Maybe even 100, I can't remember. But I'm not going to show them all off here. It was a lot of stuff. So this place, when I got there, was completely disorganized. I happened to find books. I had no idea if they had them or not. They had a random spot kind of in the middle of the store, just books piled up vertically, no bags, no boards. They had them in like old pieces of furniture, like, chests that you'd put china up in, and they just had them on the glass shelf. So it was a chore going through. I mean, it probably took me a couple hours to go through everything, but I managed to find a few things. Nothing was priced, of course. So I'd asked the guy, and I just kind of hope for the best that he wouldn't be too crazy on his prices, and it ended up working out pretty good here. So let's dive into what we got. We've got Spider Island Spider Girl #1. This is the limited series featuring Anya Corazon. I honestly don't even know who this character is, but one of the Spider Girl versions, I think, maybe makes that first appearance in the Amazing Fantasy series. I can't recall, but they had a couple of these in pretty good shape, and these were just pure spec buys for me. We've got Fantastic Four 358. I think at the time I bought this was actually hotter. I think this has cooled off a ton. First appearance of Payback, I think is how you say it. This is spec for the Secret Invasion show. This was just a cool #1. I'm not a huge fan of this character myself, but I know there is definitely a group of collectors out there that are a fan. Gru the Wanderer #1 newsstand copy. This is from Epic Comics in 1985. I do not know if this is the first series or not. The first, I guess, ongoing series. I'm not positive, but pretty decent shape on that. Got a copy of Legends #3 from DC Comics 1987. This is the first appearance of the new Suicide Squad. These are all in pretty good shape. Probably high VF near mint range, maybe a little bit better. I got a ton of X-Men books, but these were kind of two of the highlights. X-Men #160, which is the first appearance of Illyana Rasputin. This one was in nice shape. Again, this is probably a VF near mint to near mint copy. Copy of 193. This is the first appearance of I'm drawing a blank, Firestar in continuity. Again, VF near mint range. Then he happened to have some Silver Age stuff. It's really weird. They were just like he had like manila envelopes that just said like Superman on them, and they were just like raw copies of Silver Age books just thrown in these manila envelopes. So there's a lot of like adventure comics and stuff like that were beat up, but I found one folder that was pretty much all Batman, so I scooped those up. We've got 402. This is in rough shape. The Silver Age stuff is lower grade. 402, the second appearance of the Man-Bat. This is a cool Neil Adams cover from 1970, I believe. Got Batman 212. Irv Novick cover from 1969. We've got a copy of 216. Again, Irv Novick from 1969. These ones aren't too bad. Probably in the VG range. Iconic Jim Lee cover. Batman 612. This is a newsstand copy. I found this before. Probably in the VF range. Doesn't go for a ton. Probably like a $20 book in this condition. Something like that. Maybe 25 or 30 on a good day. And the best book of the Batman books I picked up, we got a copy of Batman number 183. This is the second appearance of Poison Ivy. Carmen Infantino cover from 1966. Pretty solid shape, probably in the VG range. And then finally, last book that I'm going to show off from that antique store, Daredevil number 227. This is the start of that Born Again story arc that obviously people have been talking about for months now, since July, that is going to be a Disney Plus series, I guess, targeted for spring of 2024. At the time I found this, I think I got this right after the news dropped, so it was a lot pricier. I think this is only like a $20, $25 book now, but I think this thing was going for like $50 at the time. So all of those books, I can't remember exactly how many I got. I think I spent a couple $100. It worked out to something like $2.50 a piece, something like that. So definitely a good buy there. I've gone back since, and they're a little more organized, but haven't seemed to add a lot of stuff in there. So pretty successful trip. First stop there anyways. All right, next stuff. 2 books I picked up from a local antique shop that I'm always talking about. These were just some Atlas Comics, kind of, I guess, late golden age. We've got Strange Stories of Suspense, number 10. Not really key books. I just thought these were in really solid shape, cool covers, you know, bright reds popping here. This is a Sal Brodsky cover. Again, Atlas from 1956. This is solid mid-grade, probably VG, fine range. There's some color breaking creases, but still really nice looking book. And then I got a copy of number 12. Again, probably VG, fine range. This is a Bill Everett cover. Again, 1956. So those were like in the $50, $60 range. So it's probably about what they go for on a good day. Maybe a little bit more so. But I thought those were pretty neat books. So don't come across those too often in my antique shop. So I was happy to grab them while I found them. All right, only 4 more books. I had a local dealer that I buy from all the time, talk about in my videos. He had a small show, and I picked up a small stack from him, but just a couple I'm going to highlight here, some cool Golden Age stuff. I've got a copy of Police Comics, number 107. So this is a Reed Crandall cover. This is Quality Comics from 1951. I don't remember what issue it starts, but this is the series where you have, all the Plastic Man books, first appearances, I think. First appearance of Phantom Lady is in this run, and I think around issue 10, I can't remember, just a few issues before this, maybe like 105 or something, I could be wrong. It switches over to kind of crime stories, and you have basically the remainder of the series focusing on this character, Ken Shannon. So pretty cool cover. I thought that was neat. The guy with the blow dart here. Pretty solid shape, nice VG copy. It was only like $34, so I thought that was a great pickup. Also picked up a copy of Real Life Comics, number 30. This is put out by Standard Comics. This one's from 1946. This series probably most known for their awesome World War II covers. This is the series that has that classic Hitler cover on issue number 3 by Schoenberg. I think the World War II theme stop around issue 28, and then it kind of switches over where it's more these other historical, I guess, figures, is stuff like that. So pretty cool book. This one a little bit better shape, probably in the fine range, and that was only, again, $32. So I thought that was a great pickup. All right, I've got a loan book from my flea market. I happen to pop in, I think, on the way on my business trip where I hit that antique store in Lowell. Just bought this one book from a guy who's hardly ever there, more of a sports card dealer, but I got a really nice copy of Iron Man 128, a direct edition from 1979, so that's pretty cool. It's in really good shape, probably VF near mint range, a lot better than the copies I have. And he gave this to me for like $35, which I thought was a great deal. I think I bought it with some like Super Mario cars or something I got for my kid. I think he had this at like $70 or $80, but the guy just wanted to get rid of it. So super happy to upgrade my copy. This is, of course, that classic Bob Layton cover, The Demon in the Bottle, Part 9, again, 1979. So awesome book there. And finally, The last book I picked up, this is an eBay win. I have put off buying this book on eBay. I've been hoping to find this thing in a dollar bin. I am a huge fan of Dave Stevens' art, and I've got a good chunk of his covers out of dollar bins, and this is just one I hardly ever see in stores. It's probably his, most sought after cover. So I finally bit the bullet. I have checked eBay multiple times, and it's always expensive, but I found a solid copy at what I thought was a good price. I finally got a copy of Planet Comics #1. This is from Blackthorn Publishing, 1988. This is kind of the restart of the Fiction House series from the 1940s, and just a fantastic good girl art cover from Dave Stevens. So really solid copy, VF range, and I think the guy gave it to me for $58, something like that. I can't remember if that was an auction or buy it now. I think it was just a best offer, so really happy with that deal there. This book is usually listed, in this range, probably 120, 100, $150, something like that. So I was super happy to find one for under $60. Really just gorgeous artwork. Absolutely love Dave Stevens. So that is it for the haul, guys. Again, if you're a fan of these types of videos, please do me a favor, go down below, hit the like button, hit subscribe. See y'all soon.